Hello everyone, and welcome back to Wanderer Wednesdays. And to start things off, I need to kind of apologise and explain with what's been going on with this series. Because the last episode was, I believe, 3 weeks ago, the nude run to Far Harbour, which actually did quite well. Just stick a naked man on the thumbnail, that's the way to do it. Also the way to get, like, demonetised even. So can't really do that too often. But anyway, as for why there's not been episodes for the past 2 weeks, I have been upgrading my computer, which has been a bit of a hassle. But it was a case of the old editor didn't want to work with the old computer basically, so I've upgraded the CPU, the motherboard, the RAM, just everything I can really. So with all of that, it took a fair bit of time, and I had to work out where I was going to buy it from, and I had a whole hassle with that. There was an extended period of annoyance where I couldn't make videos. So the series had to just stop for a while. I was barely able to make that last Fallout 4 Wanderer Wednesdays video. So yeah, up until now I've not been able to make them. So apologies for that for anyone who quite enjoys this series. Now, next thing to talk about is the title of this one, because it's going to be Witcher Wednesdays, which a few of you will recognise, because Witcher Wednesdays was a series on this channel. It was the predecessor to Wanderer Wednesdays, because I'm just so imaginative with my titles. But during the time I couldn't use my editor, my computer still ran games alright, so I spent a fair bit of time playing The Witcher 3, because I had literally nothing else I could really do. I've pretty much doubled the amount of time I put into the game, which, actually I might have tripled it because I didn't put that much time in. I think I was at 10 hours originally, and I'm almost at 30 now. So I've played a decent chunk of it now, still nowhere near as much as other people, but I've played a decent bit of the game, and I really did enjoy the time I was there. Because I was getting quite sad about not being able to make content. I really did feel down in the dumps for a long couple of weeks, just because not being able to make YouTube videos was horrible. Utterly horrible. But The Witcher 3 was there for me. I was able to escape into a fantasy land, and I haven't been back to it for 4 or 5 days, I want to say, because I've now got content to make. And I realised, even though I really do like the game, it's just something I don't seem to have the time for. When I've got free time, it's ideal. When I'm kind of busy, I don't want to go into it because I know that I can't just play for half an hour and be like, oh yeah, that was fun. I want to be able to play for like 4 or 5 hours straight. But whilst I was playing The Witcher, I got to try out some new things. The big one, which lots of you will be happy to hear, is I've actually played Gwent now. And I really enjoyed it. I've decided that at some point I need to make probably a Wanderer Wednesdays video, but a video of any sort talking about card games in video games that I've played, specifically open world games probably, because I do really like a lot of different card games. Like, I'm a big Magic the Gathering fan, or I suppose I should say was a big Magic the Gathering fan, and just card games, man. Card games are good. Always have a pack of cards about, because cards are awesome. But regardless, I've got on with various quests. I've worked out how to kind of be a lot stronger in the game, because before I was struggling with a lot of fights. Now I'm doing quite well. I've not mastered combat or anything crazy like that, but I've got better at combat. I'm good in fights. I've done a bunch of pub brawls and stuff like that, and I've got the achievement where you don't take any damage during a pub brawl, and I was like, yeah, I'm getting the hang of this all. And it's all been very fun and quite rewarding as well. I'd say for anyone who hasn't played The Witcher 3, and you're looking for a game to sink dozens, if not maybe hundreds of hours into, then yeah, go for it. It can be a bit of a struggle to first get into, especially if you're new to the franchise like I kind of was, but it's worth it if you can get through that. And it's an old game now, it's probably on sale pretty damn cheap. So I definitely recommend it to anyone who hasn't played it yet, or even if you just want something to go back and play. I know a lot of my subscriber base is here because of Skyrim, but most of us aren't playing Skyrim anymore, so if you're after a fancy fix and aren't playing Kingdoms of Amalur like I am, maybe try The Witcher 3. Now, back to the whole Wanderer Wednesdays aspect of it. Yeah, I need to reboot and restart this series. I'm hopefully going to be making episodes bigger and better than ever, but I can't promise that. There'll be a bit of variety as always. I'll do some Let's Play style stuff where I just explore random locations like I did with the Conan Exiles one, and there'll be stuff like this where I'm just kind of talking about games in general, and also some more topic-based ones, like From A to B, which I think has been my favourite episode of the series so far. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. But a big part of it is, of course, asking you guys what you want to see in this series. If there's anything in particular, if you want me to focus on a particular game you've seen me play before but not really talk about much, suggest it in the comments. Even if it's a game you don't know if I have or not, feel free to suggest it. I can't afford to buy more games at the moment, but if I've got it, it might be worth talking about. Also, if there's particular topics, because plenty of topics. The nude run to Far Harbour kind of came from a topic on the From A to B video. So you leave a comment and it could inspire a future episode. So your comments really do have quite a bit of worth, especially in this series. For now though, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Do leave a like if you're happy that the series have returned. As I said earlier, comment. Also, if you're new, subscribe! Why not? It's free! And if you're missing out on videos, hit the notification bell. I do live streams on Sunday at 6 o'clock UK time. If you've got notifications on, you'll get like a little pop-up saying, "Hey, Sarge is live streaming," and won't that be great? As always though, thank you very much for watching. Sarge out.